Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Hey everybody, my name is Gaea. If you've come across this video, you've either come across it by chance or you were interested in sharing my last pregnancy journey with me and had subscribed and you've been notified that I've made a video, which you will have potentially realized, I'm not sure, has only been my second video. So I have come to actually apologize to you beautiful people, any of you who had been interested and had wanted to come along for the journey. I'm sorry I did not make any more videos. The pregnancy definitely did get the better of me, even though it was actually, in retrospect, really calm and pretty cruisy. The emotions, the moodiness, the overwhelm, the nausea, the tiredness, the lack of motivation definitely won out and no more videos were made. Can any of you guys relate to having started a project only to have abandoned it? What was it that got in the way for you guys? And were you able to bring it back to life? Please tell us the secrets of your motivation. I know I'd love to hear, so if you're game, share in the comments. I'm sure others would love to hear that they're not alone in the world. So I'm sorry. I hardly doubt any of you missed me, but I still want to apologize just in case. So whilst I don't have a live pregnancy journey to share, I thought I would come just in honor of like my genuine gratitude to people that manage to pull themselves together despite how chaotic their lives are and make videos that bless so many people. Like honestly, like I still continue to frequent YouTube regularly for inspiration or just knowledge. I don't know. Yeah. So in honor of that, like the gratitude that I still have, I thought I would still come and share my pregnancy journey, my postpartum experience. So feel free to stick around. Much love to you all the same, even if you choose to wander off to some other path on YouTube that resonates more. But anyways, yeah, thanks for sticking around otherwise. So to update you as to where I'm at, since the last video, Ayana was 2.5. She's now 3.5. With a few snippets from her year.
Still blowing the flower. I did it. Wow, I did it.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, having fun.
What have you done today?
We're going on wait. We go on Leno.
Cable.
Yeah, we go on the cable car.
Yeah.
And we go down the red cable car.
Yeah, we
the
went to
little cable car.
Different ones, yeah. Too much fun, hey?
Cable car, cable car, cable car.
Ayana, what day is it today? What are you holding in your hand?
A bag.
What kind of bag?
A happy birthday bag.
Why are you holding a happy birthday bag?
Because Gabby gave it to me.
Oh, and what is it today?
Because it's my birthday.
Is it your birthday?
Yes.
How old are you?
A free?
You're 3?
Yes.
Wow, you're so big. What does being 3 mean?
I don't know.
It means you've been alive for 3 whole years.
Yes.
Earthside.
Yes. Happy birthday to you, Bubby.
My birthday was 10 days ago.
Yeah.
But it's your birthday today.
Yeah.
And where are we going?
To the park.
Yeah, special park.
Gonna feed the birds, Papa?
Very cute, isn't it?
Feeding your
There we go. Daddy will have to teach you how to ride. Oh, look at that.
I turned 29. The little child growing in me joined us Earthside in September. And we've moved house. So my pregnancy, in as much of a nutshell as possible. Let's see with me. In as much of a nutshell as possible, my first trimester, picking up from where I left off, the nausea continued, the food aversion continued. I basically could only eat fruit, like that's how bad it got. But luckily, after the first trimester, I was able to eat normal food again. And I kind of researched a bit, and I was like, okay, the calories thing's a bigger deal in the second and third trimester. Nutrition's like key in the first trimester, so I made sure I was on top of that. But I just couldn't stomach other food. So I lost a lot of weight. What else? I think come 13 weeks just after the scan, which placed us at a lot more accurate a dating estimated due date. I think in the last video I had mentioned that we went in early not realizing I had just completely misplaced my period. So she's like, you're 5.5 weeks and it's a sac. I'm sorry, it's not a little embryo yet. Which I think placed me at the 17th of September. And then when I went in for my 13 week, it was around, I think maybe around the 10th. And then I think around week 13, 14, I started to feel the flutters, which I know is crazy early, but it's around the same time I felt the flutters with Ayana as well in my first pregnancy, which then became full-blown kicking by I think week 19, which was just around the time that we were able to find out what gender baby was. So we were in there, we were sure she was a boy. And as you know, I've just said she's a she, and the lady's like, oh, it's a little girl there, you see the 3 lines or whatever it is. And we were like, oh, wow, I thought it was a boy. Everyone was convinced it was a boy because of all my symptoms were so much more different from with Ayana. Which, we were super excited for a boy. And so there was a weird moment of oh, but it's so incredible either way. And I was like, yes, I've done this. All of a sudden I was like, got this. I've girls, in the bag. Baby's awake. Okay, so picking up where I left off. In the bag, it's a girl, got this. So then, I think it was actually before we found out the gender. I was driving home from work and I had this drive home where I just had all these epiphanies around ideas that I had had lack of closure to, or I can't even remember the gist, but I do remember having thought, I am on a roll. I am going to think of baby names while I'm in this headspace, and I just had this confidence that I'd arrive at some type of conclusion that, anyway, so that I came to two names, boy or a girl, and Mike and I both were like, Mike was like, yes, they're great. We finally agree. So then by the time we found she was a girl, we were like, cool, Eva. So she was named Eva from super early on, and the whole world knew about it because Ayana couldn't help herself. Every time we were out in public and people might have commented on my stomach, or even if they didn't, she was just like, Mummy's got a baby in her tummy and her name's Eva. Do any of you guys have kids that have spilled the beans or awkwardly embarrassed you saying something they really probably shouldn't have in public? Totally share them in the comments and we can all have a laugh. Ayana definitely embarrasses us on a regular basis. So strangers, friends alike all found out her name quite early, which is fine. We're not really sentimental like that in terms of like keeping things, till the delivery. So then got the scans back. I love the 19-week scans because they finally have proportionate and just already have that ridiculously I want to squeeze you. So here are some photos of the scans that we got back. And my favorite are her lips. I was just like, oh gosh, I want to kiss you now. We'll have to wait so long. So really, really loved these photos. And here's me and my belly, I think the day before we got the scan. So there was heaps of movement that you could already see, which was awesome. And if you want to stick around for the next half of my pregnancy journey, my labor story, stick around, click the next video, and I'll see you over there. Bye.